Howdy, Tabletop RPG fans. Thank you for supporting this channel. I'm Wrangleme, Grand Poobah of Game Design, and this review's day topic is the Stuperpowers RPG. In the mid-1990s, I met Aldo Giazzi at the Pacificon dealer's room in the Dunphy Hotel, hawking his wingnut games. We talked, and I found out that he worked in the magazine end of the video game business. Turns out that we shared a few connections then, and even more these days thanks to Protospiel events. In 1997, he showed me the Stuperpowers RPG, and I bought the first edition with the tiny wingnut sticker on the inside cover over the previous publisher's contact info for Unstoppable Productions. Stuperpowers is a hilarious comedy superhero game by Ryan Dunlavey, an amazing cartoon artist and comic book artist with a large crew of other contributors in both art and game ideas, including Steve Ellis, Jamal Engel, Carson Jones, Stu Nowak, Lauren Rabanowitz, Fred Van Lente, and Alan H. Zatkow, coming in at a standard 32-page comic book format and claiming to be the first-class role-playing game for third-rate heroes. Both the artwork and the writing are funny, with gags, puns, and hilarity throughout. Just a few of the images and ideas are adult enough that it isn't for kids and probably classified NSFW, not safe for work, but only if you're particularly prudish and can't laugh at humor. The game proclaims that if you don't know what a game master is, go back to the store and ask for your money back because you're definitely not our target demographic. I double that recommendation if you have no funny bone and walk around with a stick in your butt. Wingnut published a deluxe edition in 2001, and later it was released by Evil Twin, Ryan's own self-publishing company. Much of the expanded writing was done by Fred Van Lente, with help from Ryan, Steve, Carson, and Alan, with covers by Steve Ellis. The deluxe edition adds 50 new Stuperpowers to the 50 that already existed and expands on the rules for character development, as well as providing a whole series of adventures to run superheroes through, and including typical supervillains. The game calls the Game Master the Big Mac Daddy, and also claims, like other RPGs, that what the Big Mac Daddy says is the law. Since its inception, the game has maintained a dedicated website, www.stuperpowers.com, for hosting content and promoting the game. These days, it points to a Tumblr page, and the sales are done on DriveThruRPG and Gumroad. Ryan has released a supplement pack that has Stuperpower cards, sample characters, adventure ideas, 2 variations of blank printable character sheets, and a Big Mac Daddy Master control sheet. The Stuperpowers RPG is technically a diceless kind of rules-light system. Any action that is risky and might fail requires a coin flip. Heads you succeed, tails you fail. Any action that is opposed by another character, both sides play rock, paper, scissors and decide the winner. Powers and weapons typically produce 1 or 2 levels of hurt in combat. Players roll D50 or D100 to randomly pick powers, but even those can be chosen by players or made up with permission from the Big Mac Daddy. Stuperpowers are zany, strange, weird, naughty, and in many cases very useless. So part of the fun of this RPG is coming up with ways to use these crazy powers to stop supervillains. The game uses both real-time and game time. Turn order and actions happen individually as determined by the Big Mac Daddy, although clockwise is always good. There are 5 levels of hurtness before you are knocked out and must recover. There is no death per se unless it is funny, so both heroes and villains can and will return. In the deluxe version, characters collect good points and lose them with bad points to advance their characters. Once you've earned enough, you can spend them on new Stuperpowers and picking turn-ons and turn-offs as they advance. Turn-ons and turn-offs are good and bad traits that affect your fame with press and your fans, along with resources and super stuff. The first edition includes several mock rules sections like Truth or Dare and other possible game mechanics that weren't actually part of gameplay. Those are now purged. The back cover of the first edition included a wonderful comic about how to roleplay, and is typical of every RPG I've ever played. The newest editions have amazing tables like the Random Hero Origin Generation table and the InstaVentures Random Scenario Generation system. The first edition character sheet had a lot of funny stuff and was supposed to be like filling out your taxes, so quite a bit of extra fluff not necessary to running your characters. The deluxe edition pruned the excess, but added good points, bad points, and turn-ons and turn-offs. The supplement half sheet is very optimized for easy use. You pick a name and potentially an alias along with a battle cry and describe your backstory. Then pick your 3 Stuperpowers and any duration or additional icon info for damage. Earn more Stuperpowers over time and your turn-ons and turn-offs as you earn them. Finally, slots to track your hurt and good or bad points collected with a running total. I love the very simple and non-dice-based mechanics of Stuperpowers RPG. The new rules for character advancement work just fine, but do complicate gameplay in such a way that it might just be easier to say every 3 to 5 adventures your characters earn new random Stuperpowers and leave out the turn-ons, turn-offs, and good points and bad points business. This episode is brought to you by Kaboomkin, the smaller, faster, funnier RPG of cartoon, fairy tale, post-apocalypse mayhem. It's time to blow stuff up. Get it now at www.kaboomkin.com. Thank you all for watching this episode. Hit like, subscribe, or ring the bell, or Booger will get you. If you want to see more videos like this, go to hopspush.com and buy an RPG or t-shirt. Do good, annoy evil, and bye-bye.